Hello, Nfocus. Welcome to Oldtown. Come on in.
There's a lot to say about Oldtown.
Oldtown is a 42-acre archaeological site. And I start with that because Oldtown is a place. It's a home, the home of Now, 1846 home. It's about 42 acres of a historical site, but it's an ancient historical site from about 1,000 years ago. And so Oldtown to us is more than just a house, more than just a structure, more than just a piece of land. It's ancient history, it's prehistory, it's modern history, it's a sense of time and place that Oldtown represents.
The wonderful thing for me, when you enter Oldtown, it's like a portal at the gate. It's not a fancy gate, it's just a little picket gate. It was there when we came here. But when it opens, it almost feels like you're entering another world. You've got the Harpeth River running behind you. You've got these ancient trees that sit in front of the house. And the house is its beauty and its humility. It's a humble home that sits back inside the house. As you come down that driveway, everyone always comments about they feel a sense of peace and calm as they leave that busy world and come into this area. So when you come in the front door of Oldtown, you walk up on the porch, you step on an enormous piece of limestone that has fossils in it. So it's an early piece. It was cut and laid there and has been there probably before they even started framing this house out. The house was framed out in poplar, early 300, 400-year-old poplar beams. They were all pegged. The whole house was put together, pegged in beams. And then when you reach for the front door, you pull a little handle, and that's one of the original doorbells. That would have been put there in 1846, 1847, when they finished the details on this house. And it's been sounding across that many years of all of our lives before our lives existed. So it was fun for us because we did gut the house. We took it down to the beams, and then we could see the bones of the house and understand what it was. Many families over many years live in a house, they make small additions, but those small additions always add up. So it was really good for us to go through and gut the house. We kept the windows, kept the beams. And as you come in the front door, you go to your left into our dining room. And we spent a lot of time in our dining room. Before it became a dining room, we'd have our morning coffee there. The light in the morning was perfect there. We didn't want to change, there was no overhead lighting. There was no wiring above in the plaster ceiling, so we didn't want to change that. So one of the features in the dining room is we don't have a chandelier, which you would expect in a dining room. We found the French girandoles that sit on a table that do serve some form of light for the dining room.
And we have the dining room table that's round because so much of Oldtown is welcoming people to the home, to this sense of help and healing and serenity. And part of that is bringing people from all around the country and to visit and to have a round table where we can have conversation and we can share, and everybody has their equal status in the room is very much what Oldtown is about.
One of the things that I love, as you walk from the dining room into the kitchen, you walk onto a 1920 porch. So someone in 1920 decided to put a porch out the side of the house. We decided to keep it because the brick is old and it's handmade and laid, not perfectly laid. It's not the flattest surface, but it's got a lot of character. So we took that space, that 1920 porch that was an addition, and we turned that into our kitchen because we wanted that feeling of being outside while we're inside. It gave us the feeling of a porch. It has a lot of light that goes all the way around down the sides. Put a fireplace in it.
People say, why is it so that's the thing that attracted us. The place has got, it's living, it's organic, it's serenity, soulful, sense of time and place. It's all there together, but it's probably because of the long history that is here. Thousands of people have lived here 1,000 years ago and celebrated and had sadness and good things and got married all right here, literally right where we're sitting and within 50 yards of where we are. It's now today when we bring people here, because a lot of people come through and they feel it. They come down the Old Natchez Trace and the trees are hanging over the road. The Old Natchez Trace is just right there. On the other side is the Harpeth River. And so within about a half a mile here, all of a sudden the trees are kind of hugging the road, putting their branches over. You're coming through this and you come through our gate.
But wrapping around this farm is also Browns Creek. So it's really great to have a piece of property that has on three sides of it water that's moving. It gives it a sort of energy and sort of a vibrancy while you're here when you have that big river moving slowly across the front, and then you have that creek across the back. And there's a lot of people that end up in the creek, playing in the creek, skipping stones. It's got multiple springs. So it's got a life of itself in its nature, in its ecology, in its culture, and the evolution of the history that happened here far, far before any of us came.